So I've been working with B2B SaaS companies for the past 8 years, and what I've noticed is the best SaaS websites answer 7 key questions right. In this video, I'm going to go over all 7 of them, and I'm going to show you 7 different actual SaaS website examples that answer each question really well. And these aren't your typical like boomer SaaS, like typical companies that you might see online. I wrote an article. If you look up SaaS websites, I have an article that comes up around my favorite SaaS websites. But in this one, I'm actually showing a few that aren't in that article and ones that I think answer these 7 questions really key. So what designers and marketers forget to understand is that they look at SaaS websites that are out there that are succeeding and they basically try to copy them. And the thing is, like, you have to really think about the actual mental state that somebody is in, that like your ideal customer is in when they land on your website, and you have to put yourself in their shoes. And these questions are essentially what they're going to ask themselves when they land on your website. So the first question is, what does this product do and what problem does it solve? That's one of the first things that somebody is going to ask themselves when they land on a SaaS website. And for the first example that I want to show, we're going to be looking at this website, which is arcade.software. Arcade is essentially a SaaS tool that lets you create product demos. And it's pretty simple. Like, what does this product do? Well, we can see it says create interactive demos that convert in minutes. Now, I think that this should actually be the main H1 title, because then what someone's going to ask themselves is like, what problem does it actually solve? And here we can see it says product demos that aren't painful to make, it changes, aren't boring to watch. So it's solving the problem of creating really interactive product demos that are actually super engaging. And if you actually click on their product, they're doing...
I'm the co-founder of Arcade.
Whoa. Someone started talking right away. That was a little disruptive, but basically what they're showing is that you can interact with the website and you can create these interactive product demos, which I think is a key way for any SaaS website to show what their product does and what problem it actually solves. And a lot of times product demos can actually help boost conversion rates of your website as well. So Arcade is definitely one to check out for the question of what does this product do and what problem does it solve. And it follows a typical SaaS website formula with the logos of clients that are customers that use the product, going into like the features of the product, what it does. This entire website is super clean and just a great example of a SaaS website to look at. And they have typical, product landing pages, which are basically showcasing their features. They have typical solutions pages, which are showcasing the different types of audiences that they serve or industries that they serve or niches, depending on the way your SaaS product is. In this case, they're showing that they essentially are designed for people that work in marketing, people that work in product, and people that work in sales. And then they have additional resources like a blog and knowledge base and their showcase and case studies. And then they have their company, which also has like their careers and a security page. And then they have their typical pricing page as well, which in this case is a super clean pricing page. I'm not going to get too into detail on their pricing page. That's for another video. But one thing that you can notice right away is a lot of SaaS websites, they have this typical monthly and annually toggle switch. And I personally think that, people that land on your site are potential customers. They're not dumb. They know that when you have a toggle on annual and you show these annual prices that there's a catch, and they almost always click on monthly. I know from working in SaaS that most people that upgrade and pay for a SaaS product pay for the monthly over the annually, like most people. So the monthly is what most people are going to want. And I think I've seen a lot of SaaS companies do this where they basically just default to it loading onto the annually. But I think if you can actually default and load it onto the monthly, it's going to show that you're not trying to like bamboozle your website visitors, and you want to show them like the higher price first, so then they can land on the annually and see how much they're actually saving, not the other way around where they see how much they could save and then it becomes painful to actually even just commit for a month because it just looks more expensive. Okay, let's get on to question number 2. The second question that any SaaS website should answer is this product trustworthy and credible? Again, people are going to land on your website and they're going to start to think to themselves first, what does this product do? Then they're going to think to themselves, what does this problem solve? And after that, once they get through all of that, they're going to try to start qualifying or disqualifying themselves from using the product. And they're going to start asking, is this trustworthy? Do other people actually use it? And a great example of a SaaS website that does this is Clay. Clay is like a outreach platform. It's more than that, but at its core, it's like designed for people who send outreach emails or outreach messages to find clients for their businesses. And one of the really cool things that Clay does is they have this basically this section of showing all their customers and how many people use their product. And most SaaS websites have this structure where they immediately try to create this trustworthiness and credibility with their product. But I think Clay does a really cool job in that if you actually hover over some of these, they actually have customer stories that come up. Like Notion using them or Vanta using them. I have yet to see a SaaS website besides Clay that when you hover over the company logos that use their product, a little customer story or testimonial pops up. And on top of that, if you scroll a little bit going through the classic, like here are all the different types of features and what you can do with the product, they answer this, product, is it trustworthy or credible, with more of their customer stories here that you can easily scan through and see. And I think a lot of SaaS companies could benefit from something like this. Social proof is a huge thing when people are buying products, and especially when they're purchasing software. So this is a really great example, clay.com, that you should definitely check out. Outside of that, they also follow the typical SaaS website formats of having product pages and solutions pages and different resources like templates or a blog, or they're like Clay University where they teach you how to use the product. So Clay is just overall a great example to look at and model. The next question people are going to ask themselves is this product right for me? And again, this kind of ties into the whole trustworthy and credible. Once people that land on your SaaS website, they see that people are actually, like other customers are actually using the product, they're going to try to figure out if it's actually right for them themselves. And again, people are either going to try to qualify themselves, or in a lot of cases, people are skeptical when they're buying stuff online. They're going to try to see if they disqualify themselves. And so now as a designer, as a marketer, it's your job to really show who this product is for so somebody can make an informed decision. And a great example of a company that does this is Ghost. Ghost is a CMS and independent publishing platform. I work with tons of SaaS clients that use Ghost as their CMS for their blog, and it's a great tool. There's some things that I think can be improved with it, but overall, I love the product, and their website is super clean and amazing, especially their homepage. It's like a masterclass in how a SaaS homepage should be. But if we're going to answer the question of, is this product right for me? The really cool thing that Ghost does is their product pages act as these audience type pages where people can decide, do I see myself in, like, as a user of this tool? For example, if somebody is a creator or a blogger and you want to figure out if Ghost is right for them, right away Ghost answers this question of, is this product right for me, by showing that Ghost is for creators, for publishers, for business, or for developers. And if I were to click on for creators, right away, like if you on YouTube and you are a creator, there's a 9 out of 10 chance that you know who Ali Abdaal is. And right away you can see that Ali Abdaal uses Ghost. And so you can kind of start to see yourself, if you're a creator and you see parts of yourself in Ali Abdaal, or you aspire to be a creator like Ali Abdaal, and then you see this is almost like influencer marketing. If you see this person actually using the tool, right away as a creator, I know that, hey, if Ali Abdaal is using this and he's a successful creator, chances are that this tool also might be right for me. And the great thing about these pages is you can create a template and just copy and paste, like template in terms of the design, and you can copy and paste and change the different content for each audience type. For example, if I want to do for business, if I'm, say, another SaaS company and I want to see if Ghost is right for my website as a content-driven SaaS company, I can immediately see when I go into the For Business landing page that content marketing for modern business, and I can see Buffer. If I'm a marketer in the SaaS space, I know that Buffer is like a big example of content marketing done right for a software company. And I can see the fact that they right away, again, this kind of social proof that they're using this tool, then chances are it actually might be right for me, because I aspire to have my company be like Buffer from a marketing perspective. And I can even scroll down and I can see, like, from a marketer's business perspective, I understand what everything means right here in just this one screenshot. I know that I can tweak the open graph settings, so I can, whenever I paste a link, or if people share my website on Twitter or X or anywhere, that it would actually auto-populate with the right meta titles and meta descriptions and the right image. I can see what the ad also looks like in Google search. I can see that the performance of the site is very fast. I know right away that this screenshot is an Ahrefs, which is an SEO tool screenshot. So, and I can see that this is probably a website that uses Ghost, that is crushing it with SEO. So if SEO is something I'm very bullish on, and it's important to me as a SaaS company, then right away I know that this product is probably for me, and Ghost has paid attention to that. Side plug, I actually work with SaaS companies and I help them run their SEO. I used to lead SEO at Webflow, so there's a link below for resources on like SEO for SaaS companies if you want to check those out. Okay, the next question. The next question that people are going to ask when they land on a website is, what is the unique value or aha moment of this product? And one company that does this really well is Webflow. And I'm not just saying this because I was an early employee at Webflow. I love Webflow as a product and a website, and the entire marketing team there is like a gold standard for how software companies should be marketing their products. But in terms of what is the aha moment with the product, I love how Webflow approaches this, because Webflow is a super complex tool. And there are a lot of SaaS websites, maybe one that you're designing or working on right now, where the actual product is very complex, or it speaks to developers or very highly technical audience. And Webflow is kind of this blend of like Photoshop and say like WordPress or Ghost as a CMS kind of coming together and having the design flexibility of something like Photoshop, but the CMS capabilities and basically scalability of something like WordPress. And so right away, as I scroll through Webflow's homepage, I can see that they have sections on showing off the product, and right away I can see, oh, this is how it works. That you can drag in these elements. You can actually create these complex, rich interactions by driving in these spline components and having them animate in different ways. I can also basically edit different things on the site super easily, and it basically just starts to show that, oh, like this is what this product does. Like, it's essentially a website builder that's super flexible, and you can design it in any sort of way and basically bind the design elements to the content and CMS elements. The other great thing about Webflow is their actual platform or their product features do this really well as well. For example, if I were to click on their design landing page, I can see basically what the product does right away. That it says Designer, which is the name of this product feature suite, and it's an experience, the power of code without actually writing it. And I can see, oh, Webflow is like a visual development coding platform. It even starts to use a little bit more like technical lingo that it knows its audience of web designers and web developers understand, like using the term HTML5. An average person that maybe uses like Wix or Squarespace may not understand what that means, but a power user of someone that builds on the web, chances are you might be even building a SaaS website with Webflow, you understand what HTML5 is and what that lingo means. And it basically shows, all the different things of, you can drag in a div block, you can drag in a heading, and you can structure it as an H1 or an H2 and H3. It basically speaks to its ideal target customer through its product featured landing pages. Same thing if I were to go to, say, like their SEO landing page. And as a marketer myself and somebody who led SEO at Webflow way back in the early days, they have talented people running that team now. I can now see that, like, oh, I can, edit and add my schema markup. I can do different sort of things of automating my SEO when I have dynamic landing pages or CMS collection pages. again, this is all showing you kind of the aha moment of the product. And another way you can actually do this too, if your product is not as complex as Webflow, is to use like interactive product demos or like that Arcade has, or actually showcasing videos on your SaaS like website. Okay, let's get into the fifth question that your SaaS website should answer. And that is, how much does it cost and what are the catches? So again, these are the order in which a potential customer or website visitor is kind of evaluating in their head this product when they first land on your landing page. So they want to know like, okay, maybe they decide that this is the product for them and it makes a lot of sense, but what's the catch? What's the price? Is it going to cost me like an arm or a leg? And one example of a SaaS website that does this that I like a lot is Hello Bonsai, or in this case, it's just called Bonsai, but their website is hellobonsai.com. And it's actually a platform to streamline your service-based business. So if you're a freelancer or you're an agency or you're a consultant, you can use Bonsai to like create invoices and onboard your clients and basically process all your payments and schedule and book appointments and stuff like that. I actually am a customer of Bonsai for my own freelance work. So this is why I actually love this tool and wanted to mention it. If I scroll down, again, Bonsai has a really clean website, like homepage for their SaaS website. If I scroll all the way to the bottom, I can see what is the catch. And so they say get started in 30 seconds and free for 7 days. So they have a free 7-day trial. So I know right away that I have the flexibility to play around with the platform, and actually I can sign up for it very quickly as well. And if I don't like it, I don't have to pull out my credit card, I don't have to pay. And if we go to their pricing page, we can see again, they have the typical SaaS pricing page structure. Again, they're doing this yearly instead of defaulting to the monthly, which I recommend defaulting to the monthly just to not bamboozle your website visitors. But they basically go over all the different product features that they have, the different pricing structures of each different plan side by side. Very typical SaaS with an FAQ at the bottom. But Bonsai is a great example of a SaaS website that kind of shows you like what's the catch and how much does it cost. And it really right away shows you that, hey, you can sign up in just 30 seconds and there is a free trial, and there's no catch. Just sign up for this free trial. If you don't like the platform, cancel your free trial, don't pay. Okay, the next question that people are thinking about when they're landing on your SaaS website is, how will this product help me achieve my goals or fulfill my role? Again, this goes back to kind of figuring out if a potential website visitor is trying to evaluate if this product is for them, and they're either trying to qualify themselves or they're trying to disqualify themselves. So one example I really want to show for this one is Ahrefs. And Ahrefs is an SEO tool. I use it pretty much every day. One of my favorite SEO tools out there. And they do this kind of like, how will this product help me achieve my goals and fulfill my role really well, like on their actual homepage of their SaaS website. In fact, Ahrefs, especially the bottom half of their homepage, is a great example of how to approach a SaaS homepage. And this is the section that I'm talking about here, where it's basically showing you different people that are using the tool. So if I'm, say, for example, a marketing director at a company, I would right away see that like, oh, Jade here is also a marketing director, and this person really loves the tool. And there's actually multiple ones that I can go through. Another director of marketing, I can see an SEO team lead. And I can go through all these testimonials, which there's multiple ones, and I can see other people's roles that they're in and what they think of the tool and if they're actually customers of the tool. And if any of these matches my job title or my job role, say I'm a content and marketing team leader, I know that, oh, other content and marketing team leaders are using Ahrefs. So there's a good chance that this tool fulfills my role as well. At the same time, the thing I love about Ahrefs is that when you scroll down, you can also see that they have their different sort of product reviews from user-generated content sites, UGC sites like Capterra or G2 or TrustRadius, where these are like sites where people usually review software, and they list all that there. In fact, if I click on one of these, I can actually go straight to their website. So it's cool that, or their page. So it's cool that they actually link out to those. And if I scroll down, I can even see their different pricing tiers right on their homepage. So Ahrefs is a great example of a SaaS website that answers the question of, can this product help me achieve my goals and does it fulfill my role? So great one to check out. All right, and last but not least, the last question, which is, what resources are available if I need help? And one SaaS website that does this really well is Aura. Aura.com. It's like a platform for identity theft and scams to basically protect yourself from fraud or identity theft. And again, they have a super clean SaaS website, almost like this clean Apple or Stripe-like looking homepage. And if I actually scroll all the way to the bottom of their homepage, we can see that right below the call to action of starting the free trial, they have a footer. And this footer is actually a lot of times where a lot of SaaS companies end up answering this question of, what are extra resources if I need help? People really want to know, even if the pricing makes sense and it fulfills their role and all that, they want to know, like, if they commit, can you commit to them as well? And will you help them if they need help or something happens? And a lot of times here you want to try to like reassure them that, hey, there's customer support. Maybe there's actually a real human and it's not like an AI chatbot that's going to be helping you. People really gear towards liking the real human side of customer support. In the case of Aura, and they have a great footer with a help section here, where if I click through it, it goes straight to their help center, where I can basically see anything from getting started to things about online security and data breaches, and I can even search stuff within their help center. And this is a great way to kind of help build trust with people that are kind of on the fence of wanting to commit to signing up for your SaaS product, that you actually do have all these resources and there's nothing for them to worry about. You got them. You're going to hold their hand all the way through. So the other thing I really love about Aura is they actually have in their resources a section which is their blog, which is the Digital Security 101, and they also have a newsroom. And so if I'm a potential customer of Aura, especially because it's like a privacy related thing and it's super like makes people feel really vulnerable, and it's around security and they need to be reassured a ton before they can make a decision. This newsroom actually it shows me that like Aura is up to date with their products and services, and they really care about being transparent about what's going on within the company. And a lot of times SaaS websites will actually merge this with their blog, like having company updates and in their blog, along with other things like content marketing content in their blog. And it kind of like makes everything a little bit messy. Yes, you can use like filters between like product news or like different feature sets, talking about like content around different featured sets, but having a complete separate space on your SaaS website dedicated just to company news, like this newsroom, I think is really cool in what Aura has done. And at the same time, like they still have, if I go to their resources, their actual blog where they're really focused on content marketing and SEO. So any of these blog posts, as you can see, it lives on /learn. And if I actually use this Chrome extension, I can even see that they're using Webflow, as a handful of these websites in this video have been using as well. So this is all with the Webflow CMS, but their Learn section is their entire blog. And if we actually go ahead and look at their SEO data, we can see that they actually have some pretty strong organic traffic. If I go to their top pages, I can actually see all their top pages that they're ranking for with different types of keywords are from their Learn landing pages or their blog posts. So this is also a great example for content marketing in the SaaS space. Again, if you want to think about how to grow SaaS websites through SEO and organic search, I have links in the description on how to do that as well. And that's pretty much it. We went over what does this product do and what problem does it solve. You can check out Arcade for that one. We went over, is this product trustworthy and credible, which you can go and check out Clay on a website that does that really well. Then we went over the question of, is this product right for me? Ghost was an example of a website that does this really well. Then we went over what's the unique value or aha moment of this product, and we saw that Webflow had really cool audience landing pages that go over that. Then we have how much does it cost and what are any catches, and we saw that Bonsai or hellobonsai.com did this really well with the pricing on their homepage and their pricing page. And then we also answered the question of how will this product help me achieve my goals or fulfill my role, and we saw that Ahrefs was a great example of this. And lastly, we saw with Aura how they answered the questions of what resources are available if I need help, and how they did that really well with their help center and their newsroom and their blog. And that's pretty much it. I hope you got some value out of this video and these SaaS websites inspire you in the same way that inspired me. If there's anything else you want to see related to SaaS websites or SaaS marketing, just leave it in the comment below and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.